you ever dreamed about jumping into a Formula One car and taking it for a spin? I know I have. Better still, how about owning your very own? Well, now that dream can become a reality for some. Behind me here is the ultimate track car, a Formula One car that you can own, operate, and then take to the track on the weekends with your mates. But of course, it will cost you. I'll get onto that soon, but in the meantime, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell notification so you get notified when videos like this one go live. Let's check it out. What you're seeing is a pretty extreme concept, but extremely cool. The TDF one is brought to you by TDF, a company whose projects include everything from restoring and preparing some of the rarest race cars to precision manufacturing of bespoke components for aerospace and medical science industries to exclusive driving experiences. TDF wanted to create something a lot more usable and simplified the concept of Formula One that certain enthusiasts, special car collectors and thrill seekers can enjoy. The team behind it have years of experience working with expensive and fragile historic Formula One cars. In fact, a lot of them have worked for Mercedes, Williams and Renault Formula One teams. Development started back in 2018 on a Sauber chassis. They built out everything from the gearbox, braking system, cooling systems and electronics. The suspension and aerodynamics are all original. It's a unique concept and I'm intrigued. What engine did they choose? Is it fast? Let's find out. The TDF one begins with a genuine Formula One chassis which has competed in a world champion race. This one here is a Marussia chassis, if you remember them. Now it gets a completely new drivetrain. So out goes the V8 engine and in goes a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder turbo which gets up to 9,000 RPM. Now I know what you're all thinking, we all loved that V8 engine, but really this is the perfect fit for this kind of bodywork. And this car is purposely built, so everything they do is to make sure that it's cheaper to run, easy to run and easier to drive. The engine is mated to a 6-speed paddle shift gearbox. But how powerful is it? Well, it's capable of in between 450 and 600 horsepower, which is up to around 450 kilowatts, and has a top speed of approximately 290 kilometers per hour. In keeping with the original Formula One car, these here are bespoke OZ wheels wrapped in Pirelli tyres. They have a partnership with Pirelli. Now on purchase time you get 2 sets and then you can opt for an additional package as well. But there is a soft, medium, hard tyre, wet's available as well, and they'll tailor the compounds to suit you. Something else that's pretty cool is that these are designed to run from cool without needing warming blankets. I know, it suits me, but if you're thinking, yes, I love the idea of this, but I have never driven anything like this, I've never raced a car before, well, TDF has the answer because they have specific programs that you can sign up to, training programs that is, and you can work your way up to jumping in this car and taking it out onto a track. So essentially, they'll put you in a Formula 2 car, Formula 4 car, there's a lot of simulator work, and they'll even tailor a fitness regime especially for you. There's also settings to change the power outputs. So you'll start from something a little bit lower, around 335 kilowatts, and then you'll build your way up. But if that's not enough for you, then there's always a boost mode. And now I just need to figure out how to get out of this. Help! So we know that it has a genuine race-used carbon fibre chassis, but it also has a carbon fibre steering wheel with a configurable LED display, and it still has an active drag reduction system, DRS, but it will close automatically with any steering or braking input to improve stability. It also has a 6-speed paddle shift gearbox. The handling will be set up to the owner's preference, the seat built to their size, and the options are limitless when it comes to personalisation. Their graphic designer has been responsible for some of the most striking liveries in modern motorsport and will guide customers through their customisation process. Customers also get that rock star experience in that they get to choose their own pit boarding, race suit, helmet and crew. Because this car has been created for the owner to essentially own and operate it, TDF has created international partnerships like Zagami here in Australia, so that owners have access to a trusted motorsport team that they can call on.
Yeah, so having somebody like Zagami behind us as a brand is huge. They have a fantastic infrastructure, an amazing setup and a fantastic team behind them as well. For our clients, making sure that they have access to support like Zagami can provide whenever they want to take the car out is a huge thing, because we have designed this car for owners to use whenever they wish. So whenever they want to be out on track, it's a phone call, set the track time, set the date, and off they go. So to have an infrastructure behind the car like Zagami's, who are going to be able to run and operate that car very easily for them is a huge thing for us. The concept of the car was all designed around really simplifying existing Formula One. So when you run an original Formula One car, you have hours and hours of setup before track time. You've got a lot of infrastructure and support and teamwear. And then from that point then there is a lot of expensive costs in every single kilometre that you run. And you could be booked for a day, you could have one little individual part which can shut the whole track time down. So what we tried to do with the car was simplify everything in terms of running an operation. We wanted to reduce the costs of maintenance and trackside assistance, whereby being able to start the car virtually initially as soon as it's trackside with a 5 to 10 minute pre-warm on the oil is the easiest thing about this car. In terms of running trackside, it's very, very similar to what people would experience within Ferrari Challenge or a McLaren GT product. It's 1 to 2 technicians maximum. Cost per kilometre is very much the same as well. And we have a great partner in Pirelli who also supports our owners trackside with F1 spec tyres, or that be a little bit older than what the current spec are. So it really reduces that average running cost down.
So they call this the ultimate track car. Now, everything about the design and engineering of this car is track focused, so I can completely understand that. You cannot get much more ultimate than that. The drawback, you'll need plenty of pocket money. Now, this one here has been sold. They designed it themselves with a livery. They've got some extras on it. So just to give you an idea of how much it'll set you back, this particular one is around 2.3 million Australian dollars. Now, one good thing is that you'll have ultimate bragging rights if you're an owner of one of these cars. But what do you think? Do you believe that it's the ultimate track car? And more importantly, if you had the money, would you buy one? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you get notified when videos like this one go live. Thanks for watching.